Welcome back to episode 3. We've made it this far. Thank you for being on our journey. And this week, we have a cracking recap of what happened yesterday. We're recording on Sunday. So, what we're going to go over is Usyk versus Dubois, and we're going to go over Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. I'm going to show you my panel. They're going to introduce themselves. Sultan,
Hi guys.
Jay,
Yo.
and the one, the only, three letters, one name, Harry.
Hello, everybody.
So today we're gonna start the conversation off with the first fight that happened, which was Usyk versus Dubois. Just to recap on what happened last episode, two of us expected or thought more so that Dubois was gonna win by knockout. That was myself and Sultan.
Yeah.
Guys that said it would be a win by points was Jay and Ari. So I'm going to start off with the conversation. Sultan, what was your thought on the fight, Dubois versus Usyk?
Oh man. Um, Again, I think on the last episode I mentioned that I thought that on paper Usyk's better, but I thought something might just be in the air. It might be one of those nights where the younger guy, a bit of formidable raw power might just he pushed his way through. But I was quite disappointed, man. It was quite one-way traffic, and yeah, I think he just got picked apart, man. He just got picked apart. I was very disappointed. Like he had chances he backed up Usyk sometimes in the corner of the ring, and he didn't let his hands go. It's like he didn't want to take the risk, and that's what I liked about AJ in AJ's fight. He took that risk. He took a few licks, but he was willing to go. When every time he backed up Usyk, he's willing to throw hands, and I think that's where Dubois. I think he was too nervous, and even the way he went out, man, I was very disappointed, man. I was very disappointed. Like he took the knee, and then he walked up normally back to his corner. I thought he would have gone out, laid out on the canvas, man. That's yeah. I know it's easy saying that sitting here, but that's what I would have thought would have happened, man. Yeah, yeah, Jay, what's your thoughts on that, man?
I was disappointed to be fair because I can't like I know there's a big skill gap between the two fighters, but like I thought Dubois would show a bit more like I don't know more tactical like nous maybe. I thought he'll go for the body or just try something different, but it's just Usyk is in a different level right now.
So Ari, what is your thoughts on the fight? Your fighter that you had chosen to win did win. Did it go expected to plan of how it would win, or you was a bit surprised yourself?
No, I was completely shocked. I mean, I expected a win for Usyk, but not in that fashion. That was dominant. I mean, I guess it just goes to show his class, man. It just stands out. Dubois is a good up and coming fighter, but yeah, what can you do? That's an all-time great. He's in discussion for top 10. So, like I said, there's a lot of yeah. It's a tough division with Usyk around. Can't see many people beating him.
What's your take on that?
So my take on the fight is, as myself and Sultan, we were disappointed. We thought Dubois has learnt a lot from the last fight and since. Going into this fight, we saw it like, oh, this guy maybe he looks big. He's going into the middle of the ring. He's going to give him a few licks, but he didn't. It's almost as if he didn't fight, he didn't box. So what was he really doing? He did take one to give one. He didn't do that. Did he box? No. And even when he did lose or get dropped, he wasn't out. He wasn't out. The ref stopped the fight. He calmly walked to his corner. He walked past the Usyk. So we saw that, right?
Yeah, I know, I
They're
know.
like
It
he was
was
just
disappointing
walking.
to see, man. Like Wembley, 90,000 people, Wembley sold out stadium, and yeah, it was a bit that disappointing to see, man.
Might be disappointing, but also Usyk does have a lot of fans here. Like we underestimate all that time, even though he's beaten a lot of UK fighters, he's made a name for himself here, and he's carried it. He's beaten Tyson Fury twice,
That's what
Yeah, twice.
AJ twice, and now Dubois twice.
that's crazy. 6 wins.
So, do you think Usyk gets enough credit, Sultan, or do you think people just say, "Oh, the fighters didn't do enough"?
Oh, man, for me personally, yeah, I love Usyk. Obviously his cruiserweight runs different, and that's a different story. But as a heavyweight, I just feel we're in an era. where the skill set of these guys are not anywhere near equivalent to the guys who have come before them. So apart from Fury to some extent, when I look at these guys boxing, like even Dubois yesterday, right? If I look at like the likes of like Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, Vitaly Klitschko, Tyson, Holyfield,
It's not
and
same.
so many more you could name, right? The skill set's just different, man. Like the parrying, the moving, the footwork, the angles, the jab, how they use the jab. Like I don't know, man. I just feel like this. Don't get Usyk's good, of course. He's beating these guys coming from cruiserweight and whatnot, but I don't know. Like, how would he could he do that against someone like Tyson in his prime or Lennox Lewis? Who's
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. But he's a great man. That's for sure. There's no denying that.
Do you second that, Ari?
You know what they say? They say when it's a good little man versus a good big man, the good big man should win. And in this case, he's defied the logic. He's beaten all the good big man, so Tyson Fury, Joshua. So I feel like he's a great, and it's hard to draw parallels between different eras. This era, he's dominant. He's beaten the champions. Joshua's the champion. He's beaten him twice. Fury's the champion. He's beaten him twice. Dubois was a champion in one of the. He had one of the belts. He's beaten him. He's
IBF,
beaten all
yeah.
the guys that are champions. So you can't really ask for. He's beaten who's been in front of him. So for us to kind of draw parallels to the past champions, it's a difficult one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to add to that because I want to say I think we ourselves do downplay him. W- Maybe he makes them look so easy that we're like,
yeah.
yo, they're not that good. But imagine if he was losing to them, then be like, you know what? He beat them at least once. But because he's beating them so comfortably, he's making the division look rubbish. He's making the
Hmm.
division look rubbish.
I know, man. It's like even like he got undisputed twice, but it's like, hang on, man. He just literally just one belt got vacated, he won it back, and now he's two times undisputed. Those things are a gimme, man. I don't kind of get that. Yeah, like it's not like he went again and collected all the four belts again. He just literally lost one belt and he's won, and now he's two times. I think his titles are given the names, labels are given easily. I think now, like it's
Yeah,
not his fault. It's not his fault. But it's like okay, he lost one belt. And then all of a sudden now he's won the belt back. He's two times undisputed again. It's not like all four
yeah,
belts are fragmented and he went out again and he beat each title holder again, or yeah. I don't know, man. But yeah, Alan's right. It's hard to draw parallels with the prior eras and whatnot. He is great. There's no denying that, man. The guy is great, man. Like in his current era, he just levels above everybody, man. Like I think Fury's probably the closest thing, but even that, like, there was levels to it, man.
yeah.
Just on
I
that
think.
note,
Sorry, what was I going to say? I was going to say he is
yeah,
thoroughly clear, and maybe because he's won easily every single fight, we're not giving him his praise. Maybe if he battled it out, went out on a limb, dropped, got up, won,
I know
if
what
he
you
had,
mean, yeah.
we would have rated him more. Maybe because it's so easy, we're just thinking, yeah, these
Exactly.
other guys ain't good.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
main event, the main reason why we're here, you can see it. I got it. I got it. I
um,
got it one. So we're going to talk about the main event, which was Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway. So Jay, I'm going to start with you. What was your thoughts on Max's performance?
I think Max looked really good. Like the striking was like 10 times better. I think ever since the Tuporia match, he really started to lock in the striking. I think that matchup really like, helped him. But I don't think he's still like good enough for the top guys in the division because his chin was still looking a bit shaky. Because I think he got knocked down. Was it twice? Three or
Yeah, I think he got knocked down once or twice. Yeah, it was like a flash knockdown.
I think that Tuporia match really like took a thing on his chin but it's still a very good performance on Max and yeah.
Ari, what is your ratings of Max Holloway's performance yesterday versus Dustin Poirier?
he looked fantastic. Ah, hold my hands up, man. I got this one wrong. I think I felt more emotionally attached to
We all
Poirier
got it wrong.
last fight.
We all got it
I
wrong.
thought,
We all got it wrong. We all got it wrong.
but man, you can't count out Max Holloway, man. There's a reason why he's the BMF, and yeah, man, he fantastic performance. And the thing that I love about him, even in the last 10 seconds, he gives you that opportunity. Let's just rock it out. You might have lost the fight, but I'll give you that opportunity. Let's finish it.
Yeah.
This is
So, and what's your view on Max Holloway's performance?
It was good, man. I got a different view, obviously. I thought it was good, but I just thought Poirier was poor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like Max, his hand speed is always good. I don't know, man. You were saying it the other day. The weight, it looks like he had a excessive weight cut or something. He looked quite sluggish, slow. He weren't letting his hands go. There were times when he's closed the gap. Max was moving quite a lot. There was times he closed the gap on Max, and then he's not letting his hands go. And I was like, what's going? And then like sluggish. He's throwing hands, and Max are able to slip easily. He weren't his normal self, but I don't know. Like sometimes fighters just every fight is different, and they have their peak, and after that they can. I just felt was he just that was a bit one too much for him. Maybe it was at the end, and the battery's kind of finished, and he slowed down, and it's his final fight, and yeah, I wasn't if because Max was just doing what Max normally does, but if for me for you to say Max is good, I'd like to see him do that against the likes of like Arman or Islam or someone, not just someone who stands and throw hands with. Yeah, so that's a different story anyway. But yeah, man, I would say I was more disappointed with Dustin.
Then you was impressed with Max.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say a second that I do think Max was good, and from his loss from to Poirier, for him to kind of go for it, he went for it. He went to the middle. He wasn't letting Dustin Poirier have a pattern. Whenever
Mm.
Dustin Poirier threw a 1-2,
You
Max
want
would break. He would
Yeah,
break it, which he
yeah,
was very good at. And he was using his leg kicks more than Dustin was using the leg kicks,
yeah.
which was a bit
Surprisingly,
weird
yeah,
because Max Holloway is the taller guy and he does have his legs planted a bit. Dustin
yeah.
and Max, because he was taller, he was hunching over. So I thought, oh, he's hunching over, maybe an uppercut or maybe fake a punch, take him down. But he didn't. Dustin Poirier didn't and use any of the grappling that we thought that he might have learned extra from since the Islam fight. In the Islam fight, we saw him like, oh, he stopped him so many takedowns. He looked big and very strong. And I think I was saying it where when I was walking in, I think he overdid the weight cut. I think he overdid it and he looked extra lean. He didn't have
Mm,
the power. He
Yeah,
looked slower. Even the punches that he was rocking Max with, they weren't strong.
yeah.
So was Max that good for us to think, oh yeah, he can be a problem in this division? Because if he faces a healthier fighter, younger than Dustin Poirier, he might struggle. He might struggle.
Mm.
Where do you think Max goes from this, Sultan?
I don't know, man. I think a good fight. Can he be? What can he do any different against Ilia now? Like featherweight, I can't see anything different, man. Like for me personally, I think a good fight for him would be Paddy. That would be a good fight. That would be imagine the UK that fight in the UK somewhere. Man, I would definitely want to go to that fight. That would be a good fight. Him versus Paddy. And in the meantime, if Ilya fights someone like let's just say Arman, right? Or Gaethje, right? Hopefully Arman. That's the fight I want. Then maybe the winner of Paddy and uh, Max can fight the winner of Ilia and Arman. That would be something that I'll be interested in. I don't know. He's fought Oliveira already. Oliveira's coming off a loss as well. That's not going to be ideal. I don't think he deserves a straight immediate title shot. It's only let's not forget. But I think people forget very quickly. It was only a fight ago that he got knocked out by
Yeah.
Ilia. So it's too quick to go back in Ilia again. And I think Paddy's a good fight. I think.
Do you agree with that, Ari? Do you think Max Holloway should face Paddy first? Would Paddy
Uh,
want to face Max Holloway for the BMF?
I think he should face Oliveira. That's a rematch that should happen. Both come well. Oliveira coming off a loss, but Holloway's obviously coming off a win, so that's a good fight for me. I don't think a Paddy fight makes sense. I think Paddy's ground game would be a bit too much for Holloway. I think Paddy versus Ilia is what makes sense. But yeah, Holloway's got a lot to.
So wait, you'd rather Ilya face Paddy over Ilya facing Arman?
So ideally, I want Ilia versus Arman,
Okay.
but the likelihood of that fight happening, UFC making it because they've got an agenda against Arman at the moment, it's more likely that it will be Paddy, and it makes sense because of the beef they have between them.
So if that is the fight, Ilya versus Paddy, do you think Arman is waiting or Arman would face someone in the meantime?
I think I think Arman will need to face someone in the meantime. I don't think he can wait and expect to be in line for a title, especially
Yeah.
in the lightweight division. There's too many players, too many
Yeah.
chess players on the board. So yeah, we'll just have to
Do you,
see.
do you agree with that, Sultan? Uh, do you think
Yeah.
Arman?
I don't think he should sit around. And I think from Dana's view, I think Dana would like to see him back in the cage. And the longer he hangs around, in the meantime, imagine someone else fights and they put up a magnificent performance or something. They
Mhm.
might just jump the queue. Just don't know, man. You can't take that risk anymore, especially after his fiasco at in the previous fight with Islam.
Yeah, when he was doing
The
that,
meat
he put his neck on the floor and he spun around to
that kind
show
of,
off the
yeah,
Nina drama, and
Nina
apparently made us
drama.
sangulated.
Yeah, but yeah. I agree with
So,
Adam on that.
so hopefully there is a fight in line for Arman because he's training very hard with Hamzat Chimaev.
Hamza,
Have you seen
yeah.
the training, Jay? Hamzat Chimaev with Ilia?
You know,
Not Ilia, Arman, sorry.
sorry. Oh, yeah. So what was that again?
Did you see the training between Arman and Hamzat?
Yeah. I think they had a little tournament, and I kind of like, yeah, Arman wrestling looked very good, but I think I would rather Ilya. I mean, Ilya versus Arman and Charles and yeah, like what Song was saying, Charles and uh, uh, Max Holloway. I think
No,
that'd be.
Anand's, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw circulate, and I think it somewhat does make sense. But should Max face someone that's come off a loss? I
I don't
don't
think
think
so, man. I don't think,
I
yeah.
don't think he should face someone coming off a loss. So he's at
Yeah.
a weird position. The lightweight division is kind of at a weird statement.
What about Beneil? If we keep forgetting about Beneil, he just beat Moicano. What about him, man? He just come back on a rebound. But I think
Let's
Paddy's
be
still
honest.
better.
I,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch Beneil. Who wants to watch Beneil?
Same.
I don't think
Same.
that's watching.
I do not want to watch Beneil. Give me like someone else. Bring Volk to lightweight. I'll rather watch that because Beneil. I don't know, man. There's no draw. Like people say,
There's no
Bilal
X
Muhammad's
factor.
boring, but
Uh,
to me,
Well,
Beneil is so boring, man.
yeah,
So
I think Paddy's the best for me. Paddy or Holloway. Imagine in the UK, that would be a big fight, man. Not in the UK, it could be anywhere, but UK, that would be a draw.
it's a. Do you know what? You're right. It's a very good fight, but at this moment, if either of them loses,
Hmm.
it does put lightweight at a weird position. Because preferably, I don't. Dana said Max is in line for a title shot, and so is Paddy. So does he want either of them to lose,
Hmm.
or does he even?
Or he wants to fight each other and the winner, or he maybe does want them to lose, isn't it? To
Yeah, that's
cement
true.
this, to cement the contender, they fight
We
each
forgot
other.
one name though. We forgot one name. Gaethje.
Oh yeah, Gaethje.
Where is he in all this? Do you
I
think
think next. I think next with Paddy. That's what I'm hearing.
Paddy versus Gaethje?
Yeah.
I
What? Yeah. Well,
that's a weird one. Paddy
I
versus
don't think
Gaethje.
stylistically that fight makes any sense. That's the worst fight Gaethje can take. There's no
Because of
chance
the
in that
grappling.
fight. Yeah,
Is it because of the
there's
grappling?
zero chance. Yeah, zero chance for Gaethje.
So what I did want to finish off with, like just about capping off Dustin Poirier retiring. I wanted all of you to say like, what is your fondest, most memorable memory of Dustin Poirier? What would you say is Sultan, your most memorable memory of Dustin Poirier?
oof. I think for me, man, like I wouldn't say like I have a memory of such, but for me, just like it's just the guys he's fought. He's always really, he's never backed out of a fight. There's no excuses. I think it's all the guys. If you look at the resume, it's crazy, man. I know he's not had luck in the title fights, and like some of them were easy. For example, he got beat by Oliveira quite easily, and he put up a bit of a fight against Khabib, and he got submitted there, but. Um, he's not. You cannot like his resume is smooth, man. Like Max Holloway. This. Bear in mind, this is his third fight. Max Holloway,
Mhm.
Oliveira, Conor McGregor three times, right? And then I think it's Benoit. Is it Chris?
He,
What's the guy's
he said
BSD.
that's it. BSD recently as well. He's had some. Wow, man. His resume, Pettis, whatnot. You could just run through that list, right? He's all action, man. Like he's never in a dud fight. He's always is back and forth. And yeah, man. That's what I say about him. He's a true warrior, man.
Ari, what would you say is your most memorable memory of Dustin, or what effect has he left on the UFC?
And I always think back to the Dan Hooker versus Dustin Poirier fight. I mean, that's the first thing I think of when I think of Dustin Poirier. Man, this guy was he's a monster, man. He
I think
brought
so.
war. He brought war, man. He put it all out there. So yeah, man. All of his fights have been pretty much the same. He's just given it his all. He's either gone out on his shield or he's put on a performance. Yeah, man. Solid guy. Resume
Jay,
stacked, that's something said.
Jay,
What
what would you say is your most memorable memory of him?
the the match against Khabib when he did the gilly because even though I was backing Khabib in that match, I think that moment like personified that Dustin Poirier like his heart to even pull that off against like the greatest grappler in lightweight division. And I think it's the match against BST as well. Like he was taken aback in that match, and then he summoned
Mm. Yeah, no, yeah.
over, and then he came back. And I think after that, I was like, yeah, this is the guy, man.
I think there's so many memories. Like, look, he's had 32 fights in the UFC, which is crazy. 32 fights in the, and there's so many. I remember the first Gaethje fight when his leg was gone. Do you remember that? It was all purple
Yeah.
and
Mm.
black.
Yeah.
He had that fight, which was crazy. The hooker fight, I remember, like, yo, there was no crowd.
Yeah.
There was no crowd at all, and you can hear the thump, thump, thump. He was getting kneed, elbowed. He didn't quit. He didn't. He just had so many moments. The two corner fights, which we forgot about, the two corner fights. Maybe those are the fights that made Conor not ever be the same since and not
Yeah.
return to the UFC because the way he demolished Conor McGregor was
Yeah.
like somewhat satisfying for us because we wanted him to win. But for me, I think it's who he is as a person. He's never been a heel. He's never been a weird guy trying to do anything for attention. His hot sauce. He's got his side hustle. The
Charity.
his charity work. He does so much, and he not many people have a bad word to say about him apart from I think it was Chandler. But Chandler was being a bit dirty, covering his mouth, putting his fingers in his hands. So he's been a so. But for me, I think what he's done for the UFC, he's always been there since the beginning. We've been watching 14 years. So yeah, I'll say thanks for the memories. And it was sad that he couldn't go out on a win. We
But,
all
but we
did.
still remember him.
Yeah, I think win or lose, he's remembered the same. That win, I don't think it would make us think less of him. The loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that maybe if he fought him a year ago, he would have won.
Yeah.
Is there anything, guys, you want to add before we end this episode?
Just the last thing, a question for you guys. Start with you, Sam. Do you think Dustin Poirier is a Hall of Famer now?
Is he a Hall of Famer? I think he's been a Hall of Famer
Yeah.
for a few years. When you talk about memorable names in lightweight, he's up there. He's up there with the Khabib, with the Islam, the Charles. Like, somewhat, maybe he's more memorable than Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
Like, even though, like, how they did not cross paths is weird to me, but he is probably the greatest not to win the title
One
Yeah.
above
UFC.
Ferguson. Everyone used to
Above
say it was Tony
Ferguson, yeah.
Ferguson. Everyone
Yeah.
used to say it was Tony Ferguson.
Ferguson,
But
yeah.
I think it is Dustin Poirier, the greatest to never do it. So, and what about you in lightweight? Where do you rank him? Is he
No,
in
I agree, Josh. I second what you say, man.
Jay?
Yeah, exactly the same. He's definitely a Hall of Fame. 100%.
Yeah, is the whole like there is a quote that he said that I do want to share. It's a very I think he said it on the Joe Rogan show. So there is a quote that he said that when I read it the other day, I was like, whoa, it's quite touching. When times are good, be grateful. When times are bad, be graceful. And I'm like, you know what? That's true. And he was that yesterday. He wasn't sour. He's always been a good sport. He keeps in touch with the guys that he's lost against, won against. There's no bad blood. So
Mm.
this is the ending of the episode. We've come to the end. And thank you guys for watching all the episodes. Follow our TikTok, follow our Instagram, follow our YouTube. We're uploading shorts. Our next episode, hopefully, we are planning to do weekly, but I don't think there's a major UFC card until maybe the Hamza one. So there might be a bit of a gap. But otherwise, we're on this. Sultan, anything you want to say before we go?
As always, man, just like, share, subscribe. Yeah, throw some comments. Throw some comments. Let us know what you might be interested in. You know, what topics you want to talk about. Yeah, that would be very good, man. Because we can add that to our show and keep improving on a weekly basis.
Ari, anything you want to
Yeah, and I just want to say, hope you're enjoying the content. We're like 3 episodes in now. We're learning and developing, and yeah, just want you guys to enjoy our content and yeah, keep it locked.
Jay, Jay, anything you want to say?
Just keep supporting the thing and shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, so this is us out. Hopefully,
Peace out,
you
guys.
see us in a week time. Thank you for watching. Diamond in the dirt. Paid in
Peace.
full.